Last Sunday, we heard Prophet Jeremiah complain to God about what he was undergoing, the humiliation. Today, God tells him what he should do, and he says, I have appointed you watchmen over my people. You must warn them of their evil ways. This warning can be done in a loving way by all of us. Remember, by baptism, we were made prophets. Therefore, you and I are being sent today. It is our duty and responsibility to help one another. No one should perish in our eyes, because if we are quiet about it, then we will be answerable for not helping a brother or a sister. But also, when we go to warn or to help our brothers and sisters, we should also be very careful. We should do it with love, not with an accusation or judgment. If you want to win a brother or a sister, you have to go to him without taking side. You have to go and talk to this person. You have to make this person understand without being so judgmental. And that is what is called correcting brothers in love. Jesus in the gospel gives us some suggestions about how to deal with a brother who has strayed. He says, first, when we wrong someone, before even coming to ask God for forgiveness, we are called to get back and be reconciled. And this is to be done between the two of you. A challenge to us not to be quick to point people's mistakes in public. So if somebody does wrong you, especially some few of us, not everybody, not most of us, but very few of us, when somebody wrong you, you start calling your friends, telling them what your friends has done to you, how hurt you are. Mostly that is one of the steps we do. We want people to know that I was right. Jesus says that is not the way of the Lord. The way of the Lord is when somebody wrongs you, call this person in private, not in public, and talk to the person. And if this person cannot listen, involve an elder or a friend. Most of the time we begin involving a friend. Call and come and help me. After the elder, the church, and if he cannot listen to the church, treat him as a pagan. Treating somebody as a pagan doesn't mean that you ignore this person. No. It means that leave his opinions, but he is still a brother, a sister. Sometimes we find it hard to do this. When we wrong people, we find ourselves seeking forgiveness in the sacrament of confession. Yes, it is good to reconcile ourselves with God, but even so, our hearts may remain heavy. The feeling of guilty conscience is within us. The guilty conscience is not taken away by the sacrament of reconciliation, no. It's always good if you have wronged somebody, always to ask forgiveness to this person. And to me, if you come to me for the sacrament of reconciliation, and you tell me, Father, I had a quarrel with my wife, with my kids, with my husband, I will always ask you, have you reconciled? If you tell me no, then you be assured that your penance will be going back and reconcile with that person. Because there's no need of me telling you, go sit there and say the prayers of our Father 5 times. When you cannot really face the person you are asking forgiveness. For me, it's good. After confession, just go home. Look for this person and you reconcile yourself with that person. And when you do that, that is your penance. I know. It's not easy to face someone to ask you forgiveness. I know this. Especially if it was a betrayal of trust. If you betray the trust of a person, it's not easy. It's just not a walk in a park. You just go and, forgive me. No. It's hard. It's hard if it's a heartbreak. You have broken the heart of somebody who loved you with all his or her heart. You broke that heart. It's not easy. You don't make a phone call, forgive me, and it's over. No, it's not easy. It's not an easy task. And this is why we are Christians, because our ways are not easy ways. Our ways are not normal ways according to the face of the world. No. When someone truly approaches you, seeking reconciliation, we are called to soften our hearts. It takes a lot of effort and energy to do so. When we ask you for forgiveness, let it be from the deep of our hearts, done with love. That's very important. Done with love. Love conquers everything. Sometimes we want to forgive, yet we are not able to ask the same from our neighbor. We want God to forgive us. Today I send you, if you have ever wronged someone, please call this person today and ask him or her to forgive you. And if you don't know how to begin this conversation, you can use my name. Say, Father, today I sent us. And I said, we ask you for forgiveness from the people we have wronged. I believe that immediately we say, Father, I sent us. That one will make this person want to listen. What did the Father say? So you can use my name. Even you can use my name, my personal noun, St. Paul to the Romans says, we can only succeed in our search for God if we succeed in the love for others. All the commandments are summed up by love for God and love for our neighbors. Let us pray today that God give us courage to ask for forgiveness every time we wrong others, and strength to forgive when we are wronged.